welcome back to the Broad Street Benchwarmers podcast presented to you by Hungry Dog Sports Club. And today, we got a special guest. He is a fan of what we at Broad Street Benchwarmers call America's Disappointment. Here with us today, our boy, Cooper Allen, Dallas Cowboys fan. How you doing, Coop?
I'm good, Adam. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You know, just hanging in there after that draft.
Five Super Bowls speaks for itself. So,
I think none in the past 20 years speaks for itself as well. But yeah, that's true.
We're not gonna get into any violent arguments. So the purpose of the segment was supposed to be to talk about the Cowboys season. So I guess let's get into that. Should probably go. Okay, so do you have any predictions just to begin with, like for the record?
So I have them going 11-5. So, but yeah. I have their losses being one at home and all the rest of them are away. I have us losing to the Seahawks, Vikings.
Well, we're gonna go game by game, so wait for that. We're gonna go game by game.
Yeah.
But I think first, what we should go over the key additions and departures inside of this Cowboys team. So,
the main ones I'd say
the wide receiver Oklahoma. Depressing Eagles fans all across the globe.
See, miserable. I feel like we took CeeDee Lamb for one of two reasons. One, so we could stop him from going to you guys because we all know who you guys were going to get.
We were 100% going to get him.
Yeah.
And now we have probably one of the best rookie third options in the NFL. So
you have the best rookie receiver option in the NFL, and it terrifies, to be honest. I mean, you look at CeeDee, just the speed, the athleticism. The man can jump like 10 feet in the air. He's just.
I mean, he reminds me of like Michael Thomas. I'm not gonna compare him.
He reminds me of D-Hop. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, he has the build of just Michael Thomas. You know, he's exactly. 6'1". He has a vertical of probably 40 inches, and I'm pretty sure he ran like a 4.28, 4.29.
Seriously?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he took an at-home kind of combine that he sent, and I'm pretty sure
he had a 4. No, that's Ruggs. I don't think he officially did one, but it was
4.
I saw him.
Nah.
I know. It was near 4.3. I know that.
Yeah. 4.5.
Damn, you're in a 4.5.
4.5.
I mean, it's unofficial, but like whatever. He's still the best receiver in the draft. So.
Oh, for sure.
Still.
I mean, let's.
I mean, Judy's good. Ruggs. I don't know why Ruggs is the first off the board. I feel like
Judy's got that speed.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a solid wide receiver, but I feel like he's more of like a second round talent in my opinion.
Judy?
There was a lot of wide receivers you guys could have taken. I mean,
I think Judy had the most production in college. I think
he did, but his drop rate's the one thing that scares me.
His drop rate was bad. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
What was it, like 20%? It was not.
I think it was 20, 21 or 22. It wasn't great, but like that. He has good natural speed, but he doesn't have like a huge build. He kind of reminds me of like a Darren Sproles, but like a little bit taller.
Darren Sproles, oh no.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are. But I will give it to you. You guys did get Darius Slay, which
which you definitely need considering we're playing Gallup
Thomas,
Gallup Cooper and Lamb this season.
I mean, I'm going to talk about it when we get to that game.
Who would he cover? I don't like.
He would probably cover Cooper.
Amari Cooper? Yeah, that's what I would.
He would cover Amari.
So scared.
I mean,
who's going to be on CeeDee Lamb?
Jalen Mills going to cover Amari Cooper?
Russell Douglas.
Oh, God, no. He would get burnt.
He would get
first two stats he get burnt. Guaranteed.
All right, so key departure.
Oh, yeah. Travis
Frederick. You just want to go game?
Robert Quinn. Both key defensive players on this team. How do you feel about that, Cooper?
Okay, I see. We need Quinn because he's probably, if not the best pass rusher on the Cowboys. I would give it to him and
Hank?
Demarcus
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Marcus Lawrence.
Because we need that dual threat because they've been playing together for what 2 years now, and how many sacks do they have combined? Like they average like what three to four a game.
Tank had like 16, 15 last year, but he can't do anything against Johnson, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, see, with I've noticed with them is that they always try to pierce the outside, and they always let oh god, what's his name? Well, now it's gonna be they're gonna let Poe just take up the middle because Lord knows.
Gerald McCoy.
And Gerald McCoy.
Because when they can just clog the middle, that will just force the running back to go outside. And with DeMarcus Lawrence and Robert Quinn's speed, and you also have Van Der Esch out there.
Oh, yeah.
And you also have probably
Jalen
the best
Smith.
three safeties. And
Yeah.
and Jalen Smith. Dude, that is just unbeatable.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Unbeatable.
It's the only two players I could see running past that are Derrick Henry and like
McCaffrey, maybe.
McCaffrey, probably. McCaffrey, and I could probably see Christian
washed.
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Past that too. Definitely.
Did you just say Le'Veon's washed, Ethan John?
He hasn't lived up.
There will be no Le'Veon slander on the Broad Street Benchwarmers podcast.
The last year he had 700.
Is he still with the Jets?
He's still with the Jets.
I feel like the Jets are just going to have a lot of projects to work on, and that's just going to cause their record just to plummet for the next couple of years until they just find that one-star player.
Exactly.
Like the Panthers found McCaffrey. The Eagles are basically now going to have to just rely on Wentz and Darius Slay to lead that team.
Miles Sanders, but it's whatever.
Miles Sanders.
Dude,
Miles
Sanders.
You can go on a little bit,
Miles Sanders.
Jalen Rieger, Lane Johnson,
he's gonna be
Jason
Kelsey. I can see him by the end of this season being a top 10 running back.
I mean,
wow.
I really want that to happen, but I feel like it's just such a stacked position right now.
I think
Honestly,
way Doug Peterson makes his rotations, I don't think that can happen. We talked about it earlier in the pod. I mean, just they're looking at Carlos Hyde, they're looking at Devontae Freeman, they're looking at Shady McCoy. I think he's always going to have to share carries, and I think that by itself is going to detriment his ability to be able to, be the bell cow. And
I know the one thing I like about the Cowboys running game is Zeke and Tony Pollard. They don't split carries. Zeke gets the carries, but it's usually Tony Pollard gets in there. I want to say he gets at least 5 to 8 carries a game.
Tony Pollard is Zeke's water break, basically.
Yeah,
he is. Like if let's say we go on,
and it's a great water break. He's a great water.
Exactly. We go on like a 6-play run. Zeke probably runs 4 times. Tony Pollard probably runs once to get 10 yards to the 5-yard line, and Zeke just runs in. That's his job, and he ends up 2,000 yards a season, which
and you have so many weapons on that offense.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like we could be the top offense in the NFL if we don't choke with McCarthy as our new coach. I feel like we could honestly be a top offense.
I can definitely see it. And
I'd say right up there.
Consider Baltimore and San Francisco.
Tampa Bay is scary this year.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Tampa, yeah.
Mike Evans.
I think there's a lot of
Godwin. If you could make the argument for O.J. Howard, but
there's a lot of hype for that team. I think.
I feel like it's a little scary.
And the social media. I think they're definitely going to be scary, but I think you can't expect Gronk to be the same. You can't expect Tom to be,
You can't expect
2015
Tom. You can't expect him to be 2010's Tom Brady. He's gonna it's natural. Like his age is it's gonna deplete.
It has to kick in at some point, exactly. Yeah. But I think he's still gonna be better than last season and solid with weapons around him, but not to the extent you can't expect.
I mean, did you see how Tampa Bay literally their whole entire draft was surrounded around Tom Brady and just getting more weapons?
That offensive line. Yeah.
Dude, oh my God. That's all they wanted to do. Was offensive line. That's all they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And now he has a top 10 wide receiver and probably one of the greatest tight ends. Well, I mean, Gronk is not going to be the same.
No.
I I feel like he'll still probably be a top 15 tight end.
Maybe.
He'll be above average. I'd say above
I think
average.
above
Yeah,
average.
he would be
I mean,
above
the
average.
man's been drinking beer and doing WWE matches for the past 2 years. He can't possibly.
The party bus.
Yeah,
The party
exactly,
bus.
bro. The party bus.
Oh
Like,
God.
I don't trust that. But at the same time, he's probably one of the top 3 best tight ends ever to play the game.
Yeah.
So
What
can't.
would you just asking as just a football fan in general, where would you rank Witten? Do you feel like he would be a top 10?
As a tight end this season, or as in
No,
of all time?
All time when he's retired, do you think he would be a top 10?
Well, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates,
Shannon Sharp. Yes. Damn. I mean Gronk, obviously.
Yeah, man, I'm blanking here.
I mean, I could see him being a top 10 tight end. I mean, he has.
He would be in the lower.
He will be lower.
He'd be like a 9-10, but he won't be like.
Yeah, he will be a 9-10. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I know for a fact.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like he's just a slower version of Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
That's how I see him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a great, but he's not what. I mean, I feel like he could have done better. But I don't. The only thing I was really pissed off is when he came back. I mean, I love Witten, but we needed Jarwin to get more catches because Jarwin has.
We did.
Jarwin has the ability to be a great tight end. I mean.
Yeah.
Look how Tony Romo and Troy Aikman and now Dak. Look how they all use the tight end position. I mean, it's basically what Ertz is to Wentz. It's just like your safety valve, and basically for us, it's our number 2 to 3 option. But for you guys, it's number 1 option.
You have to admit, he looked so slow in his step.
God, he did, dude. I don't. He's still a tank. When you're 6'5", 260, nobody can really tackle you. But I mean, he used to be so much faster. But I mean, I think that speed factor, that's what killed us.
I think when you look at what Jason Witten was last season, I think Gronk is going to be a better version of that. I don't think he's going to have that same burst.
Because Gronk's only, what, 30? No, he's not even 30. He's like 29, right?
Yeah. But
he only retired.
He's taken so many shots. I mean, like,
damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Gronk coming back as like what Antonio Gates was in his later career.
Yeah.
But I don't see him returning to what Gronk was in 2016, 2017. I can't. Unless a miracle happens and he just somehow, turns back time, I don't see him doing that again.
That's not happening. So,
should we go game by game now?
Are we going to go game by game? We got this?
All right.
Yeah.
So, week 1, the Dallas Cowboys going to Los Angeles. This is a huge game, 7:20 NBC. Monday opening of the Los Angeles Rams new stadium. Do we have a W or an L here? I'll start with Ethan John.
I'll say because they play the NFC West and they play the AFC North. I say this is a win.
Wow.
Yeah, this is. I agree. I agree with you there. Every NFC team, every NFC East team always has that one game where either they beat a really good team or they lose to a really. Yeah. And you guys losing to the Dolphins and us losing to the Jets was just that type of
pathetic.
Game, which I could
The Dolphin special occurred though. The Miami special.
Adam, do you want to go and I'll just go last?
I'll go. Okay. I have this as an L. Really? I do. I think the Rams are going to be hyped to come into their new stadium. I don't trust that secondary of yours against Jared Goff, and I think he still has some speed in this offense despite the loss of Brandon Cooks. And I think that's an L. Yeah. And Todd Gurley. But,
Well,
Todd Gurley. Let's get a flip game for the Rams.
I'm taking this as a dub. For one of 3 reasons. One, they don't have Todd Gurley, so they really can't pierce our defensive line nor linebacker core. Two, he doesn't have a top 10 wide receiver anymore.
I mean,
Brandon Cooks.
Cooper Kupp. I'd say Cooper Kupp is close.
I mean, Cooper Kupp's still good, but he could easily be covered by Azui, or in zone he could be covered by HaHa, because HaHa is just insane. But the one thing that really hurt us is Byron Jones couldn't catch a football, but he could deflect a football. I mean, he's a good corner, but he was just
he's a fine, solid corner.
He's fine. I don't know why Miami paid $13 million a year for him.
I don't either. I don't know why we considered paying $13 million for him, but
But the one thing I know LA does have is two things. They have a great offensive line, and they have Jared Goff behind that. And Jared Goff, you've seen it, can turn mediocre to okay wide receivers into good above average receivers.
What sales pitch?
I mean, he knows, like, he's probably one of the smarter quarterbacks in the NFL. I will give him that. He has speed to him still. He's young. He's smart. He's like, I don't know. It's gonna be a tight game. I have the final score being probably 21 to 28.
Yeah.
So, by one touchdown. But I have Monday night game opener away. I have this as a dub. This is McCarthy's first game coaching. CeeDee Lamb's first start. I have this as a dub.
All right.
So that leads us into game number 2. Dallas Cowboys home opener against the Atlanta Falcons. Ethan John?
I'd say just they're in such a bad spot right now, the Falcons. So I say it's an easy win, definitely.
Yeah, I have this as an easy win too. I think,
I know.
I don't think that
I know that's very
defense.
Difficult. I know that's very difficult for both.
It was very difficult, Cooper.
Yeah, but I have this as a win for because you still have Julio, but you're starting to get up there, and I have a good feeling he will be held to under 150 yards this game.
Sure.
And
I'd say under 150. Yeah, I think he maybe gets 100.
I have the final score being probably 10 to 14. No, I mean 10 to 14 points the Falcons will score. Probably 14 to 28 to 35 probably. I have a feeling this game we're just going to go all out. I have a feeling Zeke's
their defense is so
200
bad.
yards.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke's going to rush 200 yards up the middle, 3 touchdowns. CeeDee's probably going to get his first touchdown this game. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So week 3, you are going to the 12th men themselves in Seattle for a 4:25 game on Fox. Ethan John?
I mean, I say I'm very confident in the Seahawks this season, so I say this is one of their losses.
I have this as an L as well. I think Russell Wilson can torch that secondary. I like DK Metcalf. I like Tyler Lockett. I think, that Seahawks defense has pass rushers, especially if they re-sign Clowney. I think, this is not going to be an easy game at all, and it's an L. Cooper?
Oh, this is a fat L in my book. I'm going to be honest with you. Especially at home on the Seahawks, we never, except for 2018, our playoff run, we've never had success against the Seahawks.
Exactly.
That is the only time we beat the Seahawks.
That one game.
Because we were at home. Yeah, but if they re-sign Clowney, I have trust in our offensive line. They let up, I think, I'm pretty sure either the least sacks or one of the offensive lines who let up the least sacks. But see, with Zach Martin gone, that's gonna hurt us. That's gonna hurt us a lot. That is the one piece where I don't know who's gonna cover for him. And with Clowney being the freak athlete he is, I have a feeling he's going to pierce that line without Zach Martin. And I have a feeling this is going to be a game where Dak is going to have to throw 1 to no interceptions for us to even have a chance at this. And I love our defense. Quinn can cover most wide receivers. But when you're 6'4" and 140 pounds of pure muscle like DK Metcalf, there's not many corners in the NFL, and there's not many safeties in the NFL that can actually cover you. So this is an L in my book.
That's an L. All right. So next up, we have a matchup with the Cleveland Browns. A 1 o'clock game on Fox. What we got for this one?
I say it's a probably comfortable win for the Cowboys at home.
Yeah. I think this is a fat W, I think.
I think this is going to be a dub, but I feel like we might pull something dumb where we put in Oliver like second string. I feel like we'll just start like Andy Dalton for some reason this game. But I don't know. I feel like
really?
this is a win in my book.
Yeah.
You know, because I trust McCarthy and his coaching. I mean, he does have a Super Bowl under his ring. You know, I mean,
I wouldn't say I trust McCarthy, but
Dak Prescott isn't an Aaron Rodgers, but to some extent, he's still a top 10 quarterback. I mean, you can't deny it. He's still a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
So I have this as a win.
All right. So then week 5 versus the New York Giants, 425, your first divisional game. Ethan John?
All right. I mean, I think other than I feel like this division is just very top heavy with the Eagles and the Cowboys. So I say they'll definitely win this at home. But I feel like if Saquon is healthy, that he could, like fully healthy, I feel like he could do a little bit of damage since Robert Quinn's gone. But I'm not sure. I'd say it'll be a solid win, but it won't be, I don't know, it won't be a blowout like some people might think it'll be.
I think this is a big win. I think you're at home in Dallas. I don't quite trust Daniel Jones. I mean, I think he's going to be solid, but that Dallas Cowboys offense is going to wreak havoc on a Giants defense that really doesn't have a pass rush. And so I'm going to say a W here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I feel like this is going to be the game where HaHa shows his true colors. I feel like he's going to play a lot of strong safety this game. I feel like this is the game where he probably gets 2 or more interceptions.
Wow.
Probably throws in a sack somewhere. This is the game. Are they home or away?
They're at home.
The Cowboys right now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this is because he wants to show this division that he's, the best safety. So this is the game, in my opinion.
Is he the best safety?
Whoa.
In this division?
Yeah. Because he's a top 5 safety in the NFL. I mean, but I feel like under a new defensive coordinator, and it's gonna be a little weird at first, but this is the game where HaHa is gonna pop out. But this is a win in my book.
So when Cooper has you haven't had them lose yet. No, you have them at 4-1.
Yeah.
Ethan John has.
I think we've all agreed on every game. So
I have them. No, I had them losing against the Rams, and you guys did. So I have 3-2. You guys have 4-1.
Yeah.
Next up, we got your Monday Night Football appearance. Mike McCarthy's Monday Night Football debut as Dallas Cowboys coach, at home against the Arizona Cardinals. What we got?
I really like what the Cardinals are doing, but I think just their defense isn't developed enough to face that ridiculous receiving core, honestly. So I think it'll be a pretty close game, but because I like Kyler, I like what they're doing on offense and defense, but I think Dallas is just too stacked on offense for the defense to handle that.
I'm with Ethan John. I think this is one of your only home scares. I think it's going to be a shootout, but I think you guys do indeed get a W. I think you improve to 5-1 or 4-2. 4-2 for me.
Yeah, 5-1.
This is a win, but I have a feeling Kyler Murray is definitely gonna show. He's definitely gonna show the Cowboys, what's up. I mean, he doesn't really have who the Cardinals. Who did the Cardinals draft? They drafted Isaiah Thomas, right, from that linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did they draft a wide receiver?
I don't.
Or Isaiah Simmons. They did not draft a wide receiver, but they
I know
have
they got a tackle. They have
D-Hop and they have
Christian
Oh,
Kirk.
I
Christian
completely
Kirk
forgot about
and
DeAndre
Larry
going to
Fitz.
Arizona. Larry's old. I mean, he's only going to get probably 4
Larry
receptions
Fitz
a
is still a
game.
great option.
No, he's
We
still
love
a
Larry
solid
Fitz.
option, but I feel like his role is going to be taken up by DeAndre.
Yeah.
I feel like DeAndre is going to cause some problems, but I feel like he's, for the most part, going to be locked down. So, in my mind, this is going to be a game where this is going to be mainly a pass option game for me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, with Isaiah Thomas, that run game is just going to be scary. I mean, Zeke is a phenomenal running back, but I mean,
And Chandler Jones
I
too.
don't like that. I don't like that matchup up the middle.
Yeah.
That matchup scares me up the middle. I don't.
Yeah.
But this is a win. It's gonna be a decently close game, but this is a win.
So, we are on to week 7, and your second divisional game. You're going at what we have called on this podcast the worst team in football, the Washington Redskins. Ethan John, you go first. I think this is easy.
I think it's a very comfortable win. I think they'll just absolutely just destroy them in the passing game and probably even the run game. And although they have some respectable options on offense, I still think their linebacking core and their D line is just going to destroy the Redskins.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think, Dwayne Haskins I love them at Ohio State, but I think
I don't think
he does not have, he has little to no weapons around him, and I think that is not meant for success. This defense is starting 35-year-old Thomas Davis again, This is not going to be close, and it's not going to be fun for the Washington Redskins.
I think the only way they can even have a chance if Chase Young completely destroys the offensive line, which is But I think that's even hard because they have one of the better lines in football.
Better. This is not the same line.
Yeah. I think with Frederick gone, it's still a little bit concerning. But
I think it's not the strength. In previous years, it has been the strength of this team. It's definitely not going to be that. But I think it's still going to be solid.
But coming off the edge against like a Lyle Collins or a Tyron, it's a little hard.
See, my thing is Lyle is an absolute monster. That is a man who I'm pretty sure can bench 500 pounds. So I don't. If he's on a one-on-one with Chase Young, Lyle is winning that every single time. Unless Chase Young pulls out his spin move, which is honestly filthy.
It's unstoppable. The one arm.
That is how I feel. That is how I feel.
That move is
But
sick.
I feel like this is a win, but I mean it's a win, period. But I said Zach Martin's gone. I meant Travis Frederick. I don't know what I was saying. But I don't know who's gonna play center. That's my only concern.
I think you've got
guy.
Get drafted. Tyler, I don't really know.
Great information on the Hungry Dogs.
This is gonna be a game where the Redskins literally only having 2 decent players, which are a rookie and a second year quarterback.
Yeah,
and McLaurin. That's about it.
Literally 0 weapons.
Those are all their weapons.
Is Adrian Peterson still on that team?
He's still on the team.
Yes, he's still on that team.
So basically,
I don't understand how.
An all-time great 35-year-old running back. It's not going to help very much. So I this is a win.
Yeah.
All right. So we go to week 8, a huge game. The Dallas Cowboys come to the best crowd in football.
Adam, do you mind if I set up prediction first?
The Super Bowl 52 champion, Philadelphia Eagles, at home. Cooper, you may go first.
Honestly, this is the loss for me.
Oh!
I'm taking this as a loss.
Oh!
But let me explain. We are never good. Even when you guys are playing practice squad players, we are never good against you guys at home. Our division is literally back and forth.
Not great against us on the road.
Whoever plays at home wins the game. Okay. See, it's going to be a very, very, very close game. But I couldn't. Darius Slay is just going to lock up Amari Cooper, and I feel like this is going to have to be a game where it's going to be a lot of running, a lot of short 10-yard outs to Blake Jarwin. That's going to have to be our game plan for basically the entire game.
Yeah.
I have this as an L for you guys too, of course. I think Zeke Elliott is going to have problems against Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and Malik Jackson now healthy.
Javon Hargrave.
And Javon Hargrave.
Yeah.
Forgot about Javon Hargrave.
Honestly, Hargrave he's underrated. I like him. He is underrated. I appreciate him. He is solid.
Last season, that was fantastic. But Ethan Johnson.
If I had to say my favorite Eagles player, it'd probably be him. It would either be him or like
Darius Slay.
For Christmas, I'm buying you a Javon Hargrave jersey.
Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is chill. Hey man, I'll give you my Van Der Esch jersey. All right.
Ew, God.
Okay.
Hey,
so
how can you hate Van Der Esch? Van Der Esch is chill.
It's disgusting.
I'll say this is a loss, but I'm gonna spoil the Week 16. I say they're gonna split the series, but I say whatever team's at home is gonna get the win. I think it'll be back and forth.
I'll let you guys anticipate, but I think it will be back and forth. I agree. So November 8th, we have a home game against another Pennsylvania team. Pennsylvania's second favorite team, Pittsburgh Steelers, at 425. Yeah. What we got here?
I really love their defense. I really love what they're doing, but I think their offense is just so it's just fine. And honestly, I think their linebackers and their defensive line just gonna get to that Pittsburgh, like the run game and maybe even the line, because their line is kind of a little depleted now, and I say I think that I think it'll be definitely a battle between the Dallas offense and Pittsburgh defense, and honestly, it could be very, very close considering how elite both of those sides of the ball are.
I think Pittsburgh's going to try to hammer the ball on the ground, and I think that's their only option. I don't like Ben Roethlisberger going into the season. I think at receiver, he doesn't have many options. Obviously, no Antonio Brown, James Washington is really his best option, and so I feel like.
Are we just gonna? Okay.
What?
Are we forgetting about Juju?
Oh, I forgot about Juju. Oh my God!
Wow!
Oh my God! I don't know, man. Oh my God! I apologize to all viewers of this program. I have forgotten about Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh my God!
He definitely had a down year with Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges, but
he hasn't shown up in enough Madden promos the past couple of weeks. I've completely forgotten about him. But
yeah, I have this as a win. The only problem I see is T.J. Watt up the middle.
Yeah,
because I would have to say Zeke can take any corner on that team one-on-one. He can smoke him, hurdle him, tackle through him, pick him up and carry him in the end zone. Zeke can handle any secondary on that team. The only defensive problem I see is if T.J. Watt switches. Is he a linebacker? I kind of forgot.
Yeah, he's outside. He can play on the edge if he wants to.
Yeah, that's right. Because I feel like if he plays on the edge, they have to force Zeke one way. Which Zeke can easily take 1 to 2 corners, but if you have a defensive lineman trailing him on that outside edge, that's the one problem I see. So this is another game where I feel like Amari, Gallup, and CD are going to be just very hot targets, and this is going to be a game where
that secondary's solid.
Yeah,
Minka and Joe Hayden, but still,
the secondary's good. But Zeke can just burn any secondary.
Yeah,
so, he's big enough that he can do basically whatever he wants once he's full speed. He's athletic enough that he can do anything when he's going full speed. And he's fast enough that he can just go anywhere and outrun anybody. But the only issue I see is if he tries to run up the middle, T.J. Watt's just going to stop him. That's the one thing I see because he is easily their best player.
He anchors that defense, definitely. Him and
I mean,
Minka.
and their team is just so like defensively dependent. It's honestly I don't understand like how they went 8-8,
9-7, man.
9-7 being that
Yup.
defensively inclined.
Yup.
I see.
Playing Mason
And
Rudolph.
that's like another team like God who's like a team that's really offensively dependent.
Kansas City.
Kansas City, yeah.
Kansas City, yeah. Kansas City. Tampa Bay is pretty offensively dependent.
Yeah, their defense is pretty.
Their defense is
mediocre.
fine.
I mean, their defense.
Yeah, they got Devin White
Kansas
and
City,
yeah, that's about it.
See, Kansas City's thing is they just score so many points.
Yeah, they don't really need
to stop one drive, and then they're fine.
All right. So next we have, of course, the most anticipated game, the bye week.
All right.
Continue on to November 22nd, going to the Minnesota Vikings at US Bank Stadium, where I will remind you, the place where the Philadelphia Eagles were crowned Super Bowl 52 champions. For a 4:25 game. Ethan John.
I say actually this is it'll be a loss.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think, although they did lose a few players, like obviously they traded Diggs, and their secondary. I mean, Xavier Rhodes is pretty awful. He went to the Bills.
Diggs went to Buffalo.
Okay.
I feel like just overall, I think Minnesota. I think Minnesota is gonna. Let me see my predictions. I said they'll have one win better than the Cowboys, so they go 12-4. I really like Dalvin Cook and Thielen.
Yeah, I think they're great though.
And I think Jefferson is also going to be really good. So
yeah,
I say this is a nice home win for the Vikings.
I say this is a L for the Cowboys as well. I think that stadium in particular is incredibly tough to play in because it's a dome. And I think, I like Dalvin Cook. I do. But I think this is a Kirk Cousins game. I love Justin Jefferson. I talked about before how I think they should have drafted him. And Adam Thielen is solid. I think those Cowboys corners are going to have some trouble. I think this is a W for Minnesota, definitely.
This is where it's going to start to get controversial.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Here he comes.
I have this as a win.
What?
Yeah, this is a win.
It
could
go either way.
Okay, we were always solid against Minnesota when Teddy Bridgewater that far back. We've always been solid against Minnesota. And the weird thing is we've actually been better versus Minnesota than at Dallas, which is
we can debate
really
this. Is Teddy Bridgewater better than Kirk Cousins? Is Teddy Bridgewater better than Kirk Cousins is now?
You like that? You like that?
You like that?
You like that?
You like that?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. This is a win because the only receiver that was giving us issues was Stephon Diggs. I'm not saying that. God, what's his name?
Well, Thielen's still.
Thielen's still amazing. I mean,
he's their number one. He was their number one receiver then too. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically Edelman, but just not as fast as Stephon Diggs. I mean, that's how I see him. I mean, he's still a solid wide receiver, but Diggs was like the one wide receiver we were given issues because we didn't have a corner fast enough because we literally put Byron Jones on him and then he had 200 plus receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and like 12 receptions. I mean, now having that option of just playing zone, I don't see them succeeding. With the who's the running back?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. Okay.
Dalvin Cook's a god.
I love Dalvin Cook. I can't deny it. That's where I see.
Owned him in fantasy.
I have a feeling if we just play, because this year McCarthy released, we were going to be playing like I think it was like a 4-4-3.
4-3
something. It was like a 4-4-3 or something like that. Where would just play back middle. Quinn, Van Der Esch, Quinn on the side, Van Der Esch, and whoever our other linebacker is. And we just have 4 defensive linemen, 2 interior, 2 exterior, and I have a feeling that Dalvin Cook just can't. He can't beat. He can't beat 3 linebackers or 4 linebackers running straight at his face, and he can't beat Ha Ha in the run game. So I have this as a win. It's gonna be a close game. I'm feeling it's gonna come down to a field goal, but it's gonna be a win for us.
So next up, we are on Thanksgiving, where the Dallas Cowboys will face, again, what we have called the worst team in football, the Washington Redskins. Ethan John?
Yeah, I think the Redskins are just going to – I think it's the same points I said earlier. They're just so much worse in every single aspect of the game, so they're just going to get absolutely clowned.
They're going to get steamrolled. I don't even have to talk about this one. It is a W for the Dallas Cowboys.
It's gonna be
Washington, if you win this game, come look back at this podcast, and you can make fun of us. But
sponsorship? Question mark?
Sponsorship? Question mark? Till then?
Yeah, I have this is a win. I have this as a 14 to 21 point deficit.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Haskins is going to be harassed all game. That's how I'm just going to word it. He's going to be harassed by our I have a feeling this is going to be the game where Poe and McCoy just absolutely obliterate their
middle.
line.
Yeah. Because you lose Trent Williams.
They just go up the middle and they just go to town. I'm not going to say go to town. They wreak havoc up the middle. Adrian Peterson, he's old. He's not what he used to be. He is not going to get any more than 50 yards this game. Haskins is going to have to bring out whatever kind of Lamar Jackson he has.
Not much.
He has to go like GOAT status in order for him to win this game. I see this as a win, especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And here, let me check. At home.
Yep, at home.
Thanksgiving.
Woo!
Dub. And if the Cowboys lose this game, I will go to Dallas myself, take off my shirt, and put on just paint a Philadelphia Eagle on my chest. And I will run down Dallas.
All right, we're keeping the timestamps, so we're gonna have you back on when they win this game. Just so you know, we're gonna have live footage. So December 3rd, what might be the toughest game of the Dallas Cowboys season, at the current AFC. Well, not
disappointment.
Best AFC disappointment.
The disappointment.
The Baltimore Ravens on Thursday Night Football. This might be one of, if not the best Thursday Night Football game. Ethan John, you go first.
So this is like a 10, 13-point win for the Ravens. I just think since they lost Byron Jones, I think just even though he's definitely overpaid with Miami, I think just the sheer speed, and I think the Cowboys can't really stop. And if Hollywood Brown is back healthy, he'll just completely torch them too.
Yeah,
I think their defense is fine. They have a solid secondary, so they might be able to contain that receiving core. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore to me looks like the best team in football. Just to be honest, I mean, they are just so complete in all aspects, and to have Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP, I think this is easily a win for them.
Hey, Cowboys. Don't say easily. That's offensive.
Easily. I will say it again.
This is a loss for me. But I'm gonna agree with Ethan.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 10. It's gonna be in between 10, 14 points. I think they win. This is gonna be a game where Lamar is not gonna be able to run. Because I know our team, like, we have speed, but we're not the fastest. But our whole entire D-line, linebacker core, corner, or entire secondary, and HaHa are all very athletic. So
I think
this is going to be a game where Lamar is going to have to throw a lot.
I think you can get pressure on him, but I don't know if you can take him down. And with that secondary, I think that's where it becomes.
Him under pressure he's not like he's amazing, but he's not like Patrick Mahomes under pressure where he can just throw a 60-yard touchdown. But he can easily under pressure get a 30-yard reception to Hollywood Brown. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So this is a loss for Dallas.
So next up, we have another exciting one. You guys got a lot of exciting games on here. Oh my god, I'm gonna be watching you a lot.
Dude, I just saw this. We're fine. Oh my god.
So Dallas Cowboys at the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 1 overall pick, Joe Burrow, playing the Dallas Cowboys. Ethan, John, what we got?
I am confident that Dallas is just going to obliterate them, honestly. I think their defense is just terrible. And, I mean, this could be that Jets game like from last year that they can just steal a win from them, but I think it should be a very comfortable, I say like 20-25-point win for the Cowboys.
I have this as an L.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. This
is an L. We can't be friends.
I think that Bengals offensive line has nothing at this point. I think that Bengals defense has nothing at this point. I think Joe Burrow is a great quarterback, but I think there will be havoc wreaked upon him on this game, and I think this is an easy W for the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Allen.
To put this in PG-13 terms, I'm gonna say that Joe Burrow is gonna get absolutely wrecked, and he might have to call 911 after what our defensive line is gonna do to him. So this is I'm gonna agree with who was it, Ethan, who says it's gonna be a comfortable 20-25 point win. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a comfortable 20 to 25 point win. But I feel like this is gonna be a game where again we're gonna have to rely because our defensive line is very amped up, and I don't see what pieces the Bengals have, especially on their offensive line, to stop our defensive line. So this is a comfortable win for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, why do you have so many exciting games? Like, the NFL really just, oh my god. December 20th.
Loves us this year.
They love you this year. You are America's disappointment, but, you know, the NFL must not see that.
Hey, man, the season didn't start yet, and we're not disappointed yet. I'll let you call us disappointments after, okay? If we start off 0-4, I'll gladly
We're carrying the disappointment on from last season. We're carrying the disappointment on from last season. The San Francisco 49ers, current Super Bowl losers. A 8 o'clock game on NBC. What we got?
I say I think it'll definitely be close because they lost Emmanuel Sanders, which is definitely a big loss for that receiving core. But I think it'll be it'll be a close win. It'll be, I say, a little bit less than like 10 points probably for the Cowboys.
Yeah. I actually, believe it or not, have this as a win for the Dallas Cowboys.
I love you, dude.
This is crazy.
Oh, man.
17 to 10.
This is gonna be.
Dallas.
This is the game we're actually disagreeing on. I'm so
what?
confused.
Yeah, really?
This
is insane. You have this as an L?
No, I heard you go ahead and I'll just say it.
Okay. I think that San Francisco defense just is loaded, but at the same time, I mean, I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo against that defensive line. He can't really evade pressure. I think this is going to be possibly a 17 to 10. I think this looks like the New Orleans game from last year, you know, that you guys played. I think this is a W, but a close W.
Yeah, I have this as a loss, but hear me out for 1 second. George Kittle,
he's a god.
With the combination of Bosa, that duo right there is going to cause us some issues. I don't know any player besides maybe, just maybe Quinn covering him man to man. We're gonna have to double team Kittle. It's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Happen. We're gonna have to do what we did to you guys, where we're gonna have to double team Ertz.
Yeah.
I could see
you still
us
couldn't stop him.
I could see us putting Quinn and Azui on Kittle, and then Bosa Our line is good, but our line is not that good. I don't see us having. I can't. This is a loss, but it's a very, very close loss.
Yeah.
I'm saying this is within 7 points.
Yeah. I think it's definitely. I mean, that's probably your closest game of the year. I would definitely say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, we have on December 27th, 2 days away from my birthday,
Oh wow.
the NFC East current champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, will go on the road to face the Dallas Cowboys for the second to last game of the year that may decide the division. What do we have for this battle? Ethan John already spoiled his, but let him explain.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, I think the home field revenge thing is definitely like a really integral part of winning and losing in this rivalry. So yeah, definitely a big reason why they could lose is that our secondary. I have very little confidence in them defending that receiving core.
I agree with that. I think the Michael Gallup is underrated, and them having him, I think this is his game.
Wait, can you say it again so I can record it real quick?
Oh God! Oh God!
Go ahead.
No, I mean once it's up on YouTube, you can.
Once it's up on YouTube, get your.
That's true.
But I think Michael Gallup has a game. Dallas Cowboys. This is killing me. Just say yours. This is
Dude,
oh my
I love
God.
this right now.
I'm dying.
Yeah, I have this is a win. Like I said, what week was it? When we were week 8 when we played you guys. This is exactly 8 weeks after we played you guys the first time.
Yo.
We are coming back for revenge because
revenge.
The thing between the Eagles and the Cowboys rivalry is it's always at home advantage. I'm not saying it's always true. It could be where you guys beat us at home and we beat you at home.
Yeah.
But 75% of the time, I feel like it's the case. If either one of us are at home playing the other team, that is a win.
Yeah.
So this is the game where we're coming back for revenge. Gallup's gonna pop off. Amari's gonna pop off.
Amari's not gonna
probably
pop
gonna
off.
get 150, 200.
Oh my God!
This is gonna be a game where I feel like Darius Slay is just gonna get cooked.
Wow.
Zeke's gonna have just the time up that middle. The only problem I see up the middle is Fletcher Cox. Only problem with us right now. I feel like Fletcher's probably gonna get. This is gonna be a game where he's gonna pierce that O line, not easily, but he's going to pierce that O line, and this is gonna be a game where I feel like he might sack Dak once to twice.
I can see that. I think Fletcher Cox may be the most overrated player on this Eagles team. I hate to say it. I think the way he's played the past 2 seasons is not quite the all-pro level he's played at the Super Bowl season. But if he can get back to that, I think for sure.
Oh my God, if you can get back to that, dude, I'm putting him on the same level as like Aaron Donald.
Oh yeah, defensive player of the year.
Dude, if he can go back to that, oh my God, he's like Aaron Donald, but just like better. I like Aaron Donald as a player, but I like Fletcher Cox more as a person. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
because Fletcher Cox, like he's
the cool dude.
Awesome, and he's what? Like he's not even. I thought he was really old, but I just looked it up. He's only like 20.
He's like 31.
He still has. No, I thought he was like. Here, let me look it up real quick.
Really?
It's 29.
29? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, last year he only had 3.5 sacks, 14 assists, 26 tackles.
Part of that he came into the season injured, so that's part of that.
He did. If that injury doesn't sideline him next year, I feel like he's gonna have a very good season.
Yeah.
But like what I said is, you guys should have drafted another. Did you guys draft another defensive lineman?
We did not. No, we did. Late round.
Okay.
Late round.
Okay, yeah.
But we got Hargrave, so we're fine.
See, I feel like you guys are gonna use him as the defensive end to take most of the pressure off of Cox, so he can just pierce the middle. So it's like basically just a one. That's true, but I feel like Fletcher's he's the leader of the
Yeah.
defensive line at this point.
He's
So
that
I have a feeling you guys are just gonna need two ends and let Fletcher just work up the middle by himself.
Yeah.
So this is a win for us. I don't.
So we are on the last game of the NFL season.
Hey man, what about the Super Bowl? You know, Cowboys won the Super Bowl. So.
I mean, are we gonna do this? Are we gonna talk about Dallas Cowboys?
I don't want to embarrass myself. So.
They play the New York Giants on the road. At this point, I have the Cowboys at 10-5.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys have them as.
I have them at.
I have them at.
I have it at
Yeah,
11.
we all have them at 10-5.
Are you guys ready?
I have mine at 11.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
L. 10-6.
All right, boys, I gotta go. It was nice talking to you. Gotta go.
Dang. All
Cry
right,
myself to sleep.
All right, bye, Cooper Round.
Okay. I need an explanation now.
You need an explanation now?
Explanation now.
The Dallas Cowboys have a history of choking.
Okay, if you say
And
that we're 10-5, by this point already clinched the division, and we just don't care at this point, and we lose this game, I will not care. But if you're saying if this is the game that decides the division, we're not gonna choke it.
the Giants are built to play spoiler. They have Saquon Barkley, Danny Dimes, up and coming weapons in their secondary.
They do have a really good offensive line.
A decent offensive line. They got Nate Soldier
and Andrew Thomas.
That's what I was saying. Andrew Thomas. He's solid.
A team in the NFC East is gonna play spoiler between the Eagles played the Redskins the last week. The Cowboys play the Giants. I think it's gonna be the Giants. I think they both finish at 10-6, and the Philadelphia Eagles are your NFC East representatives in the NFL playoffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as much as it hurts me to say it, I say they'll win and they'll win the division, but you never know with the Cowboys, honestly. So I'd gladly be wrong, but we'll slip it in the wild card and then get smacked by Seattle again.
Get smacked by Seattle.
Get smacked by Seattle. That's what's gonna happen because I don't.
That's what happened.
It's going to be close this year, but honestly, like just based off the facts, I feel like the Cowboys are going to take the division this year. This is a win for me, but I feel like they're going to take the division. You guys are going to get in the wild card, win the wild card, but immediately lose to Seattle after. Because I saw what happened when you guys tried to face DK with a practice squad corner.
I mean, look. That I think if Carson Wentz is playing that whole game, I think that's a win.
Darius Slay on DK, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that's. I have to see it.
I would like to clarify. I said the Dallas Cowboys would win the division last week. I would like to clarify that. I changed solely based on the predictions and not just to make fun of Cooper Allen. And so.
God, dude. Honestly.
So we have 10-6, wow. 11-5, and 11-5. Those are our records for the Dallas Cowboys.
12-4.
12-4? 12-4?
12-4.
Who do you have? Right, you had us beating the Rams.
I have.
And
I was losing to the Seahawks,
Minnesota,
Eagles at home, Niners and Ravens, but I have them winning in Minnesota.
Okay. I had Rams, Seahawks, us at home, Vikings, Ravens, Giants.
And I had Seattle, us in Philly, and then Minnesota, Baltimore, and San Francisco.
Yeah. So that wraps up our NFL Dallas Cowboys schedule thoughts. Any final thoughts, Cooper Allen, on this Dallas Cowboys team?
Well, we're gonna smoke you, and hopefully I'll be back someday to talk shit. So.
No, we're having you back on this program. This has been great, my boy. Thanks for
This
coming
has been
on.
hilarious.
This has been amazing.
Yeah, fantastic.
We'll have you back on soon when you get blown out by us at home. Thank you so much. This has been
Dallas
Cowboys Predictions.